Hey son, I noticed you have been struggling a bit with your English speaking. How about we have a chat and I will give you some tips that might help?
Sure, Dad. I would really appreciate that. English class has been tough lately.
No worries, son. First tip, practice, practice, practice. The more you speak English, the more comfortable you will become. Don't be afraid to make mistakes.
Yeah, I guess I need to speak more often. But sometimes I feel shy or embarrassed.
It's completely normal to feel that way, but remember, everyone makes mistakes when learning something new. It's all part of the process. Plus, people usually appreciate the effort you are making to communicate with them.
That's true. So, should I just talk to myself in English?
That's a great idea. Talking to yourself in front of a mirror or even recording yourself can help you identify areas where you need improvement. You can also try describing your day or expressing your thoughts in English.
I will give it a shot. What about vocabulary? I often struggle to find the right words.
Building vocabulary takes time, but there are some tricks you can use. Try reading English books, watching English movies or shows with subtitles, and keeping a journal where you write down new words and their meanings. Also, make use of online resources and language learning apps.
I do watch a lot of English shows, but I never thought about keeping a journal. That sounds like a good idea.
It can be really helpful. And don't forget to use what you have learned in your daily conversations. Speaking of which, try to surround yourself with people who speak English fluently. This will give you more opportunities to practice and improve.
I will try to find some English-speaking friends or join a language exchange group.
That's the spirit. Lastly, don't be afraid to ask for help when you need it. Whether it's from me, your teachers, or even online communities, there are plenty of resources available to support your learning journey.
Thanks, Dad. I feel a lot better about improving my English now. I will start implementing these tips right away.
You are welcome, son. Remember, learning a new language is a journey, not a destination. Keep at it, and you will see progress over time. I'm proud of you for taking the initiative to improve yourself.
Dad, thanks for believing in me and for helping me out.
Of course, son. You know I will always be here to support you in any way I can. Is there anything else about speaking English that's been bothering you?
Well, sometimes I struggle with pronunciation. Some words are just so tricky to say.
Pronunciation can be challenging, but with practice, you will get better. One tip is to pay attention to how native speakers pronounce words and try to mimic their intonation and rhythm. You can also use online resources or language learning apps that offer pronunciation exercises.
Mimicking sounds like a good idea. I will give it a try. Oh, and what about grammar? I often get confused about tenses and sentence structure.
Grammar can be tricky, but don't let it overwhelm you. Start with the basics and gradually build up your understanding. There are plenty of grammar books, online tutorials, and exercises available to help you grasp the concepts. And don't hesitate to ask your teacher or me if you need clarification on anything.
Okay, I will make sure to brush up on my grammar skills too. Thanks for all these tips, Dad. I feel more confident already.
You are welcome, son. Just remember, learning a language is a journey filled with ups and downs. Be patient with yourself and celebrate your progress along the way. I have no doubt that you will become fluent in English with dedication and practice.
Thanks, Dad. I will keep that in mind. I'm really grateful for your guidance and support.
Anytime, son. Now, how about we practice some English together? We can start by describing our favorite hobbies or discussing a recent news article.
That sounds like a great idea, Dad. Let's do it.
Hey, son, I noticed you are feeling a bit discouraged about your English progress. It's okay to feel that way, but remember, learning a language takes time and effort. Don't be too hard on yourself.
Yeah, Dad, I have been trying so hard, but I still feel like I'm not improving much.
I understand, son. It can be frustrating when you don't see immediate results. But sometimes progress is subtle and happens gradually. Let's think about some additional tips that might help you break through this plateau.
All right, Dad. I'm willing to try anything at this point.
Firstly, let's assess how you have been practicing. Have you been using a variety of methods, or have you been stuck in a routine?
I guess I have mostly been watching English shows and trying to speak with friends who are fluent. But maybe I need to mix things up a bit.
Exactly. Variety is key to keeping your learning experience engaging and effective. Try incorporating different activities into your routine, like listening to English podcasts, reading newspapers or articles online, or even playing language learning games.
That sounds like a good idea. I will definitely give those a try.
Also, it might be helpful to set specific goals for yourself. Instead of just aiming to improve my English, try setting smaller, achievable goals, like learning 10 new words a week or practicing pronunciation for 15 minutes every day.
Setting goals sounds like a good way to stay focused. I will make sure to set some realistic ones for myself.
And don't forget to track your progress. Keep a journal or use a language learning app to record the new words you have learned, the activities you have completed, and any improvements you have noticed in your speaking and comprehension skills.
Yeah, tracking my progress could help me see that I'm actually making some headway, even if it's not as fast as I would like.
Exactly. And remember, it's important to stay positive and patient with yourself. Learning a language is a gradual process, and setbacks are a natural part of the journey. Keep pushing forward, and you will eventually reach your goals.
Thanks, Dad. I will keep working hard and trying out these new tips. I appreciate your support and encouragement.
Anytime, son. I'm here for you every step of the way. And don't hesitate to reach out if you need any help or just someone to practice with. You have got this.